have some ladies, and now JOAN Forbes has been here several times.
Yes.
And are you the owner of the Hill Country Art Gallery?
No, I'm just the director.
Oh, you're just the you're just the director,
about
okay?
a year and a half.
And you have brought Margaret Williamson. And this is your first time on the show,
Yes,
I believe.
it is.
I didn't think I'd ever met you. And what you ladies have is an art show. Because I mentioned you often do, last time you were on here, you were offering workshops.
Yes.
Workshops. This time it's an art show, so tell us a little bit about your art show.
Okay, we're trying for our first big art show. We've done a couple little ones, a 6x6 and an 8x10. But this time we're trying to do a bigger one that will appeal to the whole community and the surrounding communities. And so we're going to try for it. Our entry deadline is Wednesday, November the 2nd, and our entry fees are $8 for members and $10 for non-members. And 15% of the entry fee we're going to donate to the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
Oh, how very kind.
That's really great. That's really great.
So, now, what did you mean by like a 6x6 and a 10x10?
That's the size of the canvas.
Oh, that's what I thought about
yeah.
Actually, a challenge.
Oh, so you can only enter it if it's a little tiny one.
That was before. This time it's
Anything goes, because there for a minute I was like, okay, I better ask this. I'm not sure. Because now, wait a minute, we've got this here. This will not be part of the art show?
No.
No.
What is? Are you responsible for this?
Oh no.
Oh no, because JOAN often brings in the artists and they do this amazing work.
I paint, but I'm not capable of doing the wood. James Pruitt does this wood turning.
Okay, so these are some of the things that are available out at the art
the
show.
gallery.
Oh yeah, we've got. And let me move this back over here for a second, since we're all zoomed in here. And my favorite thing, ladies. You guys at home can see this. This is, which I can't let you look inside. It's a kaleidoscope. We thought it was a salt and pepper shaker set, but it is not. It is a kaleidoscope, and just oh, I'm afraid to move that out.
No, that's fine.
It just comes off.
It'll pull out.
Yeah.
Scares me. I would just really hate to break these. And these are the kind of things that you have. But you're going to hold a picture up here in a minute and show that is like that, or what we're going to show.
Possibly.
This was a class that I just finished.
You did this?
Yes, I did. And I taught the class. And the ladies just finished yesterday.
You painted this.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah, I know. Because I can't draw a stick man. I thought if you were going to say I'd never painted before, I took a class and produced this, then that was over. Jack and I weren't going to speak to you anymore.
How do people do that?
I don't know. Is that watercolor?
It's watercolor.
This is watercolor.
Oh, how
And
beautiful.
we have a number of people that come in and give workshops in different mediums. We've had pastels and stroke work and watercolor and acrylics. And we have the note cards.
Why does somebody select watercolors versus acrylic versus oils? Or
Well, some people, it varies. Some people like the speed of drying for the watercolor or the acrylics. And then you have the ones that like to do oils because they like to pity-pat and they like the length of time it takes because they can play in it longer. You know, and but then you have the ones that don't care for those and that like to either draw using pencils or pastels because their hands are actually right on the surface. So the thing that I encourage people to do is to try different mediums, because if they try one and they find it doesn't work for them, they may try another one and it does.
One thing I've always wondered about art is, how do you all determine what an art piece is worth? I mean, a painting, for example. And what I have been told is in the past is, if there's a price tag on it that, we'll just make a number, if the price tag is $200, if you're willing to pay $200 for that piece, it's worth $200, okay?
Well,
but I don't know.
It's whatever the market will bear, but normally you can't get the amount of time that an artist puts into the piece.
Right.
So that's something that doesn't even enter into it.
Well, there's also something about having original art.
Right.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I didn't buy, this is not a print from somewhere that I got at some big box store somewhere. This is, and art, going along with what you said, art often speaks to a person. One person walks by and goes, And somebody else is like,
Exactly.
whoa, you take for that.
Exactly.
That sort of stuff. Now, this art show, we have to make sure because we're so excited about all the work here. Entry deadline's Wednesday, November 2nd at noon, but the show itself is Friday the 4th.
Right,
So
we're
it's the
gonna have a
4th, 5th, and
judge.
6th.
4th, 5th, and 6th. So when you go out to the T for the Kindness Ink, you
Oh,
can either
yeah,
stop
nice.
by before or after,
after.
and visit the art show.
Now, but the show will be at the art gallery.
Yes, it'll be at
okay.
Hilton
And the art
Country
gallery,
Gallery.
it says it's 62 East, but tell me a little bit better than that.
Okay, when you going out of town, from downtown, you pass Walmart, and you keep going about 3/4 of a mile, and we're on the other side of the road down the hill.
But are you visible from the highway though?
One way is a little bit easier than the other way,
Left
going
side of
out.
the road.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but there's a
Left side.
sign.
The
Going out east.
opposite from Walmart, on the
Opposite
side.
one,
Left
but you're
side.
down
Okay.
into the
North
down
side.
into the hill just a
Yes,
little
the
bit.
north side. I can do
North
that
side.
one. Yeah.
Now, how do you decide what workshops? Because I know you have been on here before, and there have been painting workshops, and did you do a wood turning? You did a glass workshop or something, didn't you? There have been
We
all
had
kinds of
the-
stuff
we had
going
the
on.
pastel.
Had the pastel
Yeah.
going. So do people like contact you and say, I'm interested in learning to paint in watercolors?
A lot of times
I'm
they do.
interested.
Sometimes we'll
They'll
get phone
come by
calls.
and mention, or ask when we're going to have a class. We have board classes most Saturdays, and we've had Mr. Pruitt has been out and done
Demonstrations. Several times.
But usually it's on what people request.
This picture that Margaret painted, the flow blue piece here, this was part of our Creative Seniors program that we're really started in July, where we really try to offer different mediums, different months of the year, and at a very low or no cost. So that way people can come in, they don't have to spend a lot of money on art supplies to try something they're not going to like. Now they might like it, and we sell art supplies, but that's not why we're doing these kinds of things. It's mostly to promote art in the area. So in July we had watercolor. August we had drawing. We had Steve Hargett and Bonnie Heenan come out and do different classes. September, what did we do in September? We did
That was last
pastel.
month.
Oh, collage. We did
Yeah.
collage. And we had several collage work classes. And Jeannie Roth taught one of the collage work classes, and she's well known in the area.
But there's a cost associated with these, but that covers all supplies.
Mostly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we
And-
try to improve.
now we have a free-
provide.
The free class Saturday, it's a plein air workshop.
Now, what's a plein air workshop?
It's where you work outside with whatever medium of your choice, and you, instead of working from a picture, you work from nature or from whatever you see.
So you're painting. You're painting.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Or
Painting or
pasteling
drawing.
or drawing or whatever.
drawing.
Right.
Now, are there any stipulations? You said the art show. Now, this beautiful stuff, which just absolutely amazes me, this sort of stuff will not be included in the art show?
the
art show is-
3D will
No,
not
no,
be
I
in
like
there.
this. We're
Yeah.
calling this 3D here. So, but the paint, the
3D,
mediums
yeah.
can be pastel as long
Oh,
as it's
yes.
a frame. Does it have to be framed?
We have
Well, no, if it's on a kind of canvas.
gallery rack.
Thank
Gallery
you.
rack. So someone does not have to go and have it
You
actually
don't have
framed.
to have it,
Right.
yeah. We will have 7 classes, and I don't know if I can remember them, but we'll have oil, we'll have acrylic, we'll have watercolor, we'll have mixed media, we'll have mixed media collage, and
Graphics.
graphics, and I think that's most of them. It might not be all of them, but that's most of them. And, well, for this month we had acrylic paint. We had an acrylic stroke class, and Margaret's going to do an acrylic landscape. So we just keep trying to do this, and we also have our guest artist, which changes usually every month. This month we have Jane Flowers from Cotter. She does a lot of abstract work, some with clay, some with canvas. She's very creative.
You have a very full schedule in the South.
Oh,
We're trying.
they stay
We're
really,
trying
and
really
there's
hard.
a lot of just beautiful artwork out there that
There
people can
is,
come out
yes.
and view and things like that.
We have Virginia Haynes, who just won a purchase award at the Batesville show.
First place.
And first place also, she won 2. And there was only 3 places, only 3 awards, not 3 categories, but only 3 places. And she won first place and also had a purchase award. So we have 3 people who have been in the governor's calendar. We have Roger King, Kathy Demko and Virginia Haynes. Their work has been in the governor's
Well, that's wonderful.
catalog.
Well, how wonderful.
That is-
So
And
there's
remember,
some
this is
very
the-
talented people.
The Hill Country Art Gallery. We're going to have to wrap up because we're about out of time, which is just out past Walmart. And the deadline for entry in the art contest, art show is going to be Wednesday, November 2nd. 10 to 4. Is that when they need to show up? That's the entry deadline, says 10 to 4.
Yes,
But the show
right.
dates are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sunday.
Friday, November 4th from 10 to 8, Saturday, November 5th from 10 to 5, and Sunday, November 6th from 10 to 4:30. And you have a reception Friday. From 6 to 8 o'clock.
Right.
And JOAN and Margaret are going to encourage everyone to come out. And if you think you have any talent, or are like Jack and myself,
Do nothing.
we have no talent,
That's right.
talent I can draw a stick man. These ladies can introduce you to art at a very low, minimal cost.
Right.
And we are lucky to have these ladies in our community. And Jack, we have to tell everybody goodbye because we are getting the signal
Okay.
to wrap it up. So you better wave to everybody. And Dan will be back
Goodbye.
next week. But Jack did a terrific job. And don't go away. We will see you next week. Bye now.
Okay.